It's very, very important because we are competing with other countries that are also commodity countries, and there's their currencies are competitive, and we can have a debate or an argument as to what is the appropriate exchange rate for the dollar-rand exchange rate, but I have no doubt that long term the country, our currency in fact, will have to considerably reduce in value in comparison with where it is now. I don't think a strong currency long term is in the best interest of our country. But whatever the exchange rate will be, with respect, I think it's something that must be determined by the market.
Electricity prices are a very growing concern in South Africa. Eskom has now revised its tariff increases to 35% for the next 3 years, and that's from 45% initially, but still a very big blow for industries out there. Do you think that it's viable to have electricity prices at those levels going forward? And what is African Rainbow Minerals going to be doing to try and mitigate that extra cost every year?
There are various initiatives that we've undertaken over the last few months, and I've been exposed as well to various initiatives that the mining industry as a whole is implementing that are aimed at making sure that the increase in the costs of electricity do not have a fundamental impact on profitability or even on the continued sustainability of their businesses. We have for many years had a cost of electricity that was recognized at by global terms to have been very competitive, and without a doubt the new increases have compelled all of us to go back and to review, but over the years there's been some discussions about introducing competitors to Eskom, and in many parts of the world, you do have these independent power producers. I don't know at this stage as to how competitive. And in fact, the information I received in the past was that because Eskom was so cheap, it was unattractive for independent power producers to enter into the market. But we have to look at the cost of electricity and mitigate those expenses as best we can, and we will do that.
Copenhagen is currently underway, and South Africa has pledged to cut back on its carbon emissions by 42% by 2025. Do you think that South Africa is capable of cutting back on emissions so extensively, considering that we're so reliant on the mining industry? And the mining industry, of course, is one of those industries and sectors of the economy that contributes significantly to South Africa's growing carbon footprint.
I think as an industry and as a country, we have a huge obligation to significantly reduce our CO2 emissions or our contribution to global warming. And I am aware that there are various initiatives, various projects that are underway, and I think in some cases various studies. There's a huge commitment, and as an industry and as a company, we are committed to make our contribution. It's very important long term. We do need a planet that provides a safe environment for, I don't know, many hundreds and thousands of years to come.